earlier structure. When you see the opening, that's the temple that was buried, right?
Oh, so somebody dug it out? Is that what
Well,
happened?
a lot of these structures, you see that hill,
Yeah.
that one there,
Yeah.
that one there, this is how these temples were looking before they were fixed up. Probably not as eroded, and
So when everybody found it, that's what it kind of
yes,
looked
yes,
like.
it was long time ago when they started working on those,
Mhm.
so not that bad,
Oh, okay.
you know, so it was easier to reconstruct all these,
Okay.
but they leave this opening, so we get to see the inside.
Wow,
And
that's
if they
cool.
dig in onto this one, there is probably another structure in there,
Yeah.
right? We can see some of the characteristics that were different. That's a representation of death, right? It's an image that is linked to death. Vultures,
Yeah.
birds that are linked to death, and they found remains of a human skull into the niche. Part of the jaw and part of the skull were found in there.
Oh,
There are
wow.
some representations of that deity that takes care of the underworld, a pooch, that is very similar of what we're watching right here, you know. But it was as well, you know, can be having another interpretations before. There is not a clear information about what we have been representing in here. For many people, the 9 platforms we have on this structure represents the 9 levels or layers we have on the underworld. So that's a representation clearly linked to death. And on this other side,
Yeah.
you see? Be careful, take your time. Take your time, and you know, sometimes the easiest way is use 4 hands. Well, it's not very difficult coming up, coming down. Sometimes it's a little tricky.
Okay.
I can go ahead.
I can do
We're
it.
climbing.
I know I can do it.
You can do
Look,
it.
if you still look in some of these rocks, you will find few fossilized shells. You know, like here. You see? This is a shell.
I saw some more.
And some others, you know, that's the evidence that this was a huge coral reef. Look this. We were through some periods of history, a huge coral reef that emerged from the ocean. We were under the water for many centuries.
Whew.
So you can still find all those.
Wow. Man. What you think, buddy?
Wow.
It's a good view from up here.
Yeah.
From up here, you were able to explore all around and see. All around you can also see some of the public plazas. And here, this sign they have, the acoustics of these plazas were really good, you know. If we were on that side, from down there, we will be listening most of what they were talking.
Oh, wow.
The acoustics are really good. You can even see from here, the view great. That hills, those rollings I was telling you, the
Yeah.
most elevated point we have on the peninsula. It's about almost 200 kilometers, you know, these rollings that are surrounding the edge of the crater around it.
Right over there. Wow.
There is part of that stucco plaster that all the temple had in
Yeah.
here. This is a temple that was called the Kukulkan Castle. It was, you know, dedicated to a feathered serpent. We had something that happens during the winter solstice, like Chichen Itza, but during the day of the equinoxes, happen on Chichen Itza here, the days of the solstice, when the sun reaches farthest position on the southeast corner, dying on the rise. So the platforms on the corner will be interrupting the path of light to this side and shaping 9 triangles of light, descending from top and bottom and illuminating the head of the serpent that was down there. Not anymore. It was solid.
Okay.
But you know, those silhouettes, those triangles of light, we get to see them during 6-7 days. You know.
Got him.
But still, it was probably the time and days that they were using to adapt the calendar to the changes of the year, and also you know, register that as most of the times it was for agriculture activities. So to register the time for planting, the time for harvesting, time to prepare the land. So that's how we were using all these, you know, temples and the position of the sun by showing this silhouette of Kukulkan. So that's something that we get to see still, and that's a celebration day. There's a lot of people that will be coming here.
Oh, really?
It's not like Mayan celebrations. What they do is more like spiritual stuff, you know, that they will be practicing here.
Yeah, just of all of it. Okay.
Okay, I'll take it.
Cash, was that hard? Was it hard to climb down?
Still working
You
on
did
it.
pretty good.
You're not 28, you're 27.
You see, Cal?
He's right there.
What is it? What you found?
Is he hiding?
Hey, here.
Where's that baby?
Right here.
Hi.
No!
What are you doing? You having fun? You want to go swim?
See, it's time.
Yeah.
You want to go and take a picture on the observatory?
Observatory
Yeah,
really
from there.
fast, yeah.
Let's go.
Come on, Cal.
Kale, come and get Daddy. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Come here. You having fun? Yeah. Oh, you're glad to be out of the car. Bubba found the shade.
Did we find some shade?
Whew.
Wonder if that
You
tree-
can go ahead. Go ahead. If I need to go and set everything for you when you get ready, but
Okay.
don't last
Okay.
more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll
Get
hurry.
your pictures, and the way out is this direction.
We're going in the observatory. Yeah. Did you get it? Wow, Cash. This is the observatory. This is where they look at the stars and the planets. See where they go.
What's in there?
I don't know. Whew. So I guess they would go, somehow they would able to go up there and then look around. All right. Kayla. So this was awesome, very informative. Not a lot of people here, so we kind of had it all to ourselves. We got to climb up on the pyramid. Whew. We got to go down over here, I guess. And now we're gonna go to the cenote. Swim, I think. Cool off.
We just hold on to it.
Whew. It's definitely hot out here.